Yeah, hi winners. Good evening, one and all. Hope you're doing fine. So we'll wait for 5 minutes and we'll start the proceedings. Yeah, hi winners. Good evening. Yeah, hi everyone. So we'll start in the next 3 minutes. So I hope meanwhile I think just I have posted it on the groups. So I think it will take 2 or 3 minutes for the people to be part of this. So basically in this session I'm thinking of to cover a few important aspects like the tentative dates of NEET and INI-CET. And this complete plan of action and strategies according to me. Okay, so as of now we don't have any official dates. It's just an assumption or just a strategy, okay, that I feel like I need to discuss particularly with my students and subscribers which are present on the YouTube. So this tentative plan as well as the dates will give you some sort of vibe that you need to move ahead with a positive mindset into the preparation. Okay, so that's a main important aspect, like why we have thought of conducting this live on YouTube. So we have more than 1:30 as of now. We'll wait for 2 more minutes to start with the proceedings. Like I'll try to focus each and every aspect and I'll try to clear each and every doubt if you have any doubts. Okay, schedule I'll be posting on your respective groups. Maybe I may not be I'm not much interested to discuss the game plan and strategy here, but I'm going to give few hints and suggestions that's going to make your preparation better and good. Okay, right? So it's very good to see you. Okay, after a very long lap, I'm coming on live. We have 140, 150, 160. I want everyone to come live. Okay, come live. I want you to come in the live buffering aspect. Hope I'm audible and visible to you, right? Clear. Hope I'm audible and visible to you. There's no issue with my voice clarity or my screen clarity, I think. Coming YouTube live is a bit irritating aspect. Like you need to manage like 3 or 4 softwares, so many devices in front of you. You need to handle, you need to check your student messages, so lots of things. Okay, it's a bit difficult, but anyway, I think it's going to be helpful. It will reach more number of students, so that's the main thing that we decided to come live. Yeah, we have 180 plus. Okay, and hopefully most of them will watch this as a recorded version. streaming on the YouTube. Okay, so welcome all of you, particularly the Conquer students and the YouTube subscribers. So now in this session, I'm planning to discuss very important aspects for the upcoming examination. Okay, so these strategies and the tentative dates are completely according to me and my perspective. Okay, so please don't consider this as a generalized thing. Okay, right? So first and foremost important thing is right. So if you check out this AIMS website, okay, so they have recently updated this. Okay, so the examination of this upcoming NEET, the upcoming INI-CET is going to be on 5th November. Okay, it's going to be on 5th November. Okay, right? So get prepared. Okay, 99% is the exam will be on 5th November itself. As of now, we don't have any official notification, but definitely once the notification is coming out, we'll be updating both on the group's Instagram as well as on the YouTube channel as a post or as a video. Okay, so don't worry, the basic registration will be open. Similarly, you will have your the next level of registration. There will be two sorts of registrations in INI-CET. One is going to be the basic registration, and second one, after a few days after the basic registration, you will be having the next level of registration. So I think like few of you have given last year, you're done with the basic registration. So such people, no need to go with the basic registration form again. If you're giving INI-CET for the first time, you have to go for the basic registration. So everything related to INI-CET forms, notifications and everything will be updated on the group respectively. So don't worry about it. So we'll be updating on the group. Right. So your November 5th is Sunday, and Sunday is going to be your examination. So next comes the number of days to go. Okay, so you can calculate. So yesterday we have updated the countdown also on Instagram. So you have somewhere around like 50 days. Okay, so 50 days time period is there. So now you have 15 odd days in your September. Okay, and followed by you have 30 days in October, rough calculation, and you have 5 days in November. So totally you are going to have roughly around like 50 plus days for INI-CET preparation. Okay, similarly, okay, so as of now we don't have any update for NEET MDS, but I hope like few of you have seen there is an update called as NEET PG update, NEET PG 2024. There is an update. Have you seen this, guys? Have you seen this? I was discussing with offline students that few of you have seen this update from NBE. Okay, so NBE has given an update related to the NEET PG 2024 for the medical students. This is MDMS. It is not MDS. Okay, it is PG NEET 2024. They have given a rough update. Okay, the update is they're telling that the examination is going to be in the month of March. Okay, so it's going to be in the month of March. Okay, and every year what happens is 1 week will be your NEET MDS, and the second week or the next week or before that it's going to be the NEET PG. Okay, so this is how every year the examination is going. Okay, so assuming that I'm thinking of the examination is going to be in the month of March 2024, but MDSCONQUER schedule will be for January only. Okay, it can be preponed like NBE people. Okay, so they can come with any of the update, and we have to obey their updates. Okay, right? So it's very important aspect is that okay, your examination can be in the month of March, assuming that the NEET PG they have given this. Okay, but my schedule, the Conquer schedule, is going to be for the month of January. If we get an official notification, then we are going to modify the January schedule to March 2024 schedule. Okay, I hope this is very clear, right? So I want you to respond me fast. I want you to come live. If you're watching this live, please do come to live. Okay, or if you're watching it as a recorded version, you can keep it in 1.5x or 1.75x and you can watch it. Okay, right? So that is one of the important thing I want you to discuss with. Okay, so examination can be in the month of March 2024, but my schedule until the official notification is coming out from NBE regarding NEET MDS 2024, till that I'll be sticking to the schedule to complete the things and to complete your mocks and everything by January 2024. Okay, I want you to come live fast. 250 students were there. I want you to come live because this is more of a two-way communication session. Okay, because I want to make everything clear Okay, these are not confirmed dates. These are tentative dates. These are strategy dates. Okay, done, right? So NEET can be in March, but we will prepare for January. And INICET fixed November 5th. 99% the examination is going to be on November 5th. As of now, the forms were not out. If forms are out, I'm going to keep an update on the group and Instagram and everywhere in the social media to help you out, guys. Right. So NEET, INICET is having 50 days, and NEET is having, like, you can count it as October, you can count it as November, you can count it as December. If it is in the month of January, you have 100 days preparation time. If it is postponed further, you will have January, you will have February, and you will have 50 more days added to it. Okay, so if it is in the month of January, you have 100 days of preparation time. If it is in the month of March, you have 150 days preparation time. I hope this is very, very clear. INICET, yes, 50 days. NEET is, if it is in January, 100 days you have. If it is in March, you have more than 150. This is more than 50 days, more than 100 days, more than 150 days. So strategy should be proper, because it's not about how much you read, how well you read. It is how much you read, how well you read in the timeline. Okay, in the timeline, you have a limited time, right? So you have to focus more on the timeline. I hope I'm done with this. The tentative dates and the number of days left over for the exam. The next comes for the people who are not part of Conquer, who are thinking to be a part of Conquer. Okay, you can either approach us with the helpline number, okay, regarding to know about the courses and everything, or you can directly log in into the website. Okay, you can directly log in into the website. www.mdsexam.com is the MDSCONQUER website. Okay, where the exams are going to happen. I'm going to show you the website. Okay, right? So this is the website. So once you open it, you can see this. Okay, so this is our basic website. So you have every plans available here. Okay, and it is clearly mentioned that what is included in each and every plan. Okay, so you can check it off. So if you want to be a part, you can directly pay over here and you can join. You can directly access from the website. So we have 3 plans here. One is the offline plan. Okay, the second one is the 2 plans. These are the 2 plans. Like one is Plan Pro and second one is Plan A. You can directly pay and you can directly get the access if you want to join directly, or else you can contact the helpline number of the MDSCONQUER, right? So I hope you're clear, right? So that is about the website for the people who are thinking of to join. I'm going to give all the links in the description part of this particular video once it is uploaded on the YouTube channel. Okay, right. Chalo. The next important thing is, I'm getting so many inquiries regarding the offline center of Hyderabad. I'm clearly telling, I don't want to disappoint anyone. We have a very, very limited admissions this year in Hyderabad offline center. Okay, so maybe we have 50 more admissions. We can permit and we can allow 50 more students to be a part of it, because the main motto is we want to focus on each and every student this year. Okay, that's a very big rule that the team has decided, the team members has decided. So we thought of closing the admissions very, very soon. We have a very limited entry into this room because the capacity of this room is very limited. Okay, and as a lead mentors, like 2 or 3 will be very accessible to the students every day. Every alternative day will be accessible to the students to discuss, talk with them, see where they are going wrong, give a strategy, asking them to read. We sit with them. So lots of things are going to happen, because if it is a huge strength, we may not focus on each and every student. So that is the reason why Hyderabad offline center this year, particularly this year, I don't know what is going to happen for next year. This year we have a limited entry, only limited admissions we are taking. Okay, so that's the reason why, like, few of you are calling and explaining this. Okay, so if you want to be a part of this, you need to take a quick call. Okay, so that is about the offline center Hyderabad. The next comes is the scheduling. Okay, so before going into the checklist of things to be done for INI-CET plus NEET, I want to talk about the schedules. Okay, so I just want to manipulate the schedules. Okay, I hope there are many interns watching this and there are many repeaters watching this video. Okay, so first and foremost thing is, there are 2 types of schedule. One is a part-time schedule. Second one is a full-time schedule. So what is this part-time schedule? Part-time schedule means you are not reading the entire day. You are not giving your entire day for the preparation. One such individuals are interns. Okay, so if you're an intern, because you need to go to college, you need to manage the college, you need to manage the patients, teachers over there, college events will be there, so you are managing your preparation only a part of time. So these are part-time. Or the second category is recently married woman, okay, recently married male. Okay, so you need to spend some quality of time, personal life, you'll have some personal life, personal commitments, so you may not have a full stretch preparation. Okay, so this is a part-time. Or you may be carrying, or you may be pregnant, or you may recently delivered a newborn. Okay, you have some responsibilities as a mother, you have some responsibilities as a wife or a husband, so you cannot focus full time on the preparation with these commitments. So such individuals I have categorized into part-time preparation schedule. Okay, so that's what like. And second comes is you're a clinician having a clinic, or you're a clinician working in a clinic, or you're doing your MDS because you're planning to prepare for NEET to crack army or other government jobs. So all these people who are not sitting 24/7 with the book are called as part-time preparation people, and this schedule is for the part-time preparation people. The next comes the other category of the people who are sitting in the libraries, who are sitting in the offline centers, who play with the books 24/7. Their main motto for the upcoming uh, 5 to 6 months is just to sit, crack the entrance exam. So these people I have categorized into full-time readers. Okay, so the schedule is going to be different for part-time, schedule is going to be different for full-time, approach is again different for both of them. Okay, so part-time people, I don't want to give a particular timetable because mother is going to have a different timetable. Okay, interns are going to have a different timetable. If you're a clinician, your timetable is almost equal to intern, but maybe you'll be more busy in the evening sessions if you're working or practicing in a metropolitan cities rather than in the morning session. Okay, so it's going to be different for different individuals, but I strongly recommend each and every one of you to spend at least 6 hours of the time. 6 hours per day is mandatory, whether you are a part-time reader or a full-time reader. A minimum of 6 hours is mandatory from now, because the leftover days for your INIC or leftover days for your NEET are very, 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 very less. Okay, for example, you assume that 100 days are there for your NEET examination. So 100 into 6, at least 600 hours of reading is mandatory to end up with a decent rank. Okay, right? So similarly, the plan goes different for different individuals. So what we can do for team MDS Conquer is, we are sitting with the students, we are analyzing their timings, and we are giving a personalized schedule for each and everyone, which has been done in the last couple of days. In the last 10 to 15 days, the major work that I have done is sitting with each and everyone, giving a personalized schedule and analyzing them properly. Okay, for example, if you are a part-time reader but you are planning to increase your time, okay, by 6 plus 2 hours, or by 6 plus 2 plus 1 hour, okay, then you let me know so that I'm going to give you a schedule. Okay, the running schedule now, as of now, ortho is going, the running schedule requires a minimum 5 to 6 hours, because there are students who have to attend the pro live classes, there are students who have to attend the evening WhatsApp activity. You have a regular schedule running, right? To maintain this schedule statically, okay, you should have at least 5 to 6 hours of time, with here and there compromising. So that is the main motto why I'm stressing 6 hours. I don't want to modify your schedules. You just proceed with what is happening on the group. Attend your pro live sessions, attend your live sessions. Okay, so preferably this week we are going to have some sessions by Gauri Shankar sir. Okay, so please do attend it. Last week we have the sessions by Sahiti and Pratyusha. Okay, right. So upcoming weeks I'll be handling the endo, the cons, all the DM and all the speedo are going to come. So I'm going to come. Okay, so because you need to, your schedule is so packed that minimum of 5 to 6 hours is mandatory, even if you are a part-time reader. It is mandatory. Next comes, how many interns are there? Interns. I want you to respond on the chat box. Quick. Okay, particularly interns of Maharashtra who are about to finish their internship in the next 1 month maximum, like in the next 1 month, or maybe October 1st or 2nd week, you're going to finish your internship. Okay, so I mean, there are few of you have already taken off from the college. Okay, and your junior batch the result was out, so they are back to college. So college, I mean, the manpower, the college always requires a manpower, right? Your juniors are already there. Okay, so it's a peak time that I strongly recommend people to take a call. Okay, you can finish off your internship probably once the exams are done. Okay, so you'll have a lap of 2 or 3 months at least. Okay, by the time of exams, tentatively. I'm telling it's tentatively, but make sure you sit with your mentor. Okay, talk with your mentor, tell about the extensions you have. Okay, sit with the mentor and decide whether you want to take off from the college, convert your part-time preparation to a full-time preparation, because full-time preparation will always have an upper hand compared to your part-time preparation. Similarly, you have students from other zones of Tamil Nadu and all this, like who are about to finish their internship. So you have that lecture time, like you sit with the mentor, take a quick call. But this may not be much possible with students of Telangana because their final year exams were done too late. So you have to balance both the college as well as both the reading phase. Okay, right? So you have an extra advantages, the number of seats in the next round in GDCs of the state pool, both from Andhra and Telangana, will be more in number. The seats were increased, luckily. Okay, so you see there were lots of seats. The seats were doubled for Andhra. Okay, and of course the counseling, the seats will be more and more. So 2024 NEET is going to be a golden opportunity for most of the states people, because you're going to have more number of seats in the state pool compared to all India pool, right? So that is one of the important aspects that you need to work like Andhra interns. Yes, your exams were done ahead of Telangana, so you have an upper hand that you need to sit again with the mentor and take some lovely calls that most of you have already taken that break from the college and started working in our homes and offline centers. Yes, it's very good. Everyone cannot do this, but when you have a chance and when you have the guts that you're going to end up with a good rank, if you end up with a good rank, I feel like you have a good number on the day of result, like you can manage all these things, but you don't have a great rank on the day of result. So it's all about like the guts or the commitment of an aspirant during the preparation phase. Like I regularly call them as a cheat codes when you're playing a game. Okay, so no one is going to bother about the cheat codes, but if you win the race, everyone is going to praise you at the end of the day, right? So please do talk with the mentors. Okay, your respective mentors, your coaching heads, your coaching leads, or your respective coaching mentors will be there, right? So they know what is happening every year, so they can give a proper suggestion, idea about the preparation, about taking off from the college, what to be done and everything. So it's good you sit with a mentor, take a call and plan accordingly, because that call is going to change everything. Okay, completely on the positive side. Okay, but you need to decide like what to be done and everything, right? So that is one important thing I want to stress about the part-time preparation people converting into full-time preparation people. And similarly, I'm more worried about the clinicians who are working, like clinicians who has clinic. Okay, we cannot leave our clinic, right? So but clinicians who are working in the clinic, you decide. It's a peak time that I strongly recommend you to take off from your clinics. Okay, it's enough. You've done a decent job. Okay, it's enough. I want you to come out of the clinics. Okay, so take a break from the clinics and convert your part-time preparation to the full-time preparation. Okay, right? So this is one of the important suggestion I want to give. And mothers recently married, okay, so it's completely personal. I don't want to talk much about the personal stuff, but if you have a chance, okay, if you have a chance, please do increase your time. I just recommend you to increase your time. Just stretch your time. Maybe it's 5 or 6 hours you're doing. Okay, try to increase it to 6 to 8 hours. Okay, 6 to 8 hours. If you're doing 2 to 3 hours, try to stretch to 5 to 6 hours. That's a strong recommendation I want to do. I don't want you to see feeling bad on the day of exam that you are just short of 5 or 6 MCQs, which has changed everything around you. So I don't want you to feel bad on the day of results. So that is the reason why I'm clearly giving a recommendation that you have to implement it as early as possible, because it's getting late. Mark my words, it's getting late. Don't wait. It's already late. So there's no point of waiting. Right, clear, right? So interns, minimum 5 to 6 hours. If you're already doing 5 to 6 hours, I want you to stretch 1 to 2 hours more. Right, that's done. Interns, any personalized schedule, yes, you can just contact me on my WhatsApp, or you can call me so that we can sit, talk, discuss. People of Hyderabad can come to offline center. Pritisha madam is available full time. I'm available 3 to 4 days a week. So you can come, sit with us, talk with us, discuss with us, and come and take a customized schedule. So that's going to work out well. Okay, so then jumping into the full-time preparation. So this full-time preparation was recently given to my students in the offline center, and I told it's very, very strict. And most of them are trying their best to follow this. Okay, so if you're a full-time reader, okay, managing your day routine is very, very important. Balancing is very, very important. So preparation, like it's something like you easily burn off, right? Okay, so at one point, okay, because I'm a part of my preparation for 2 to 3 years, and followed by I closely monitor my students every year, and I talk with them, sit with them, read with them. So I do all these things because I see, yes, at one point you'll burn off easily. Okay, right? So to avoid this, preparation always requires breaks. Okay, you require some, once you're reading vigorously. I got to know this from my friend who used to prepare for civils a few years back. So I sat with them, I discussed with them. So they have this strategy, because civils people, people who are preparing for civils and all these things, they have to read for a longer duration of time. So they told me that multiple breaks are required. Okay, your preparation require multiple breaks. You have to take breaks, and breaks should be of shorter duration of time. I see my students always taking a lengthy breaks, going home 2 or 3 days. Okay, 1 week break. Okay, so no, you have to take breaks, but breaks should be very, very minimal, and breaks should be entertaining. Break should be giving you more energy. I see my students, okay, always take break. Okay, their break is in such a way that again they have to take 2 or 3 days rest to come back to the normal play. Okay, so that's going to be so tricky, but break should be in such a way that break should give you more energy to restart the thing. Something like you going back and sleeping. Why you're going back and sleeping? Because you'll be more energetic in the morning. So that is a perfect break. Okay, so what I have, I mean, like I don't want you to follow the same schedule, but the strategy should be same. So you see how many readings are there in a day? Reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, reading 4, reading 5. So I've given 5 readings plus 1 revision. So 1 revision I have given. So I have given multiple breaks. You have morning 1 hour, you have 9 to 9:30 break, again you have 1 to 3 o'clock break. I have given a power nap break also. So followed by I have given a break in the evening session for some physical activity, tea or coffee. Again I have given a dinner break, and make sure the last one of the table is very, very important. So you should take some time to plan what you have to do the next day. That is most important. Like, don't come with a blank page. Okay, decide the day before you sleep only. Oh yeah, I have to do this particular topic from ortho. No, my pharmacology is very weak, so I want to do at least one classification. Okay, cephalosporins classification I want to do today, or maybe penicillins classification I want to go back and check, or maybe general pharmacology basics I just want to revise, or maybe I'm weak in biochemistry, so I want to go back and check some few classifications or a few cycles, or now I'm focused more on INI-CET, so I want to check the recent question papers of INI-CET. Every day I'm going to solve like 50 or 60 questions of INI-CET. So this should be your plan. Okay, so your timetable for the next day or for the next 2 to 3 days should be planned ahead. So before you sleep, you should be very clear cut that what you are going to do tomorrow, what you are aiming for tomorrow, what is your strategy for tomorrow. Okay, if you have anything like any events in the family, or any function in the family, or any upcoming festivals, like you have Vinayak in the upcoming few days, right? So you plan accordingly. It's mandatory. You have to go. You have to address such things. Then you should be ahead of the schedule. Okay, so that planning is very, very important. So please do take time, decide what is important and everything, right? So that is very, very important. I was stressing. So here the timing is not important. You should have 5 readings plus 1 revision, and that is more important. If you, I see like more than 50% of my students, they follow this regular schedule. Maybe probably they get up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock with 1 hour delay. Afternoon they may not sleep. So this 1.5 hour power nap you can use here. So I think like I check it off, and I see most of their schedules were like this. So I have given this as a template. Okay, so you can follow this template and manipulate accordingly. So here what you can see is you are having 5 readings plus 1 revision schedule. So what I strongly recommend is the first reading of every day you can keep to the previous subject which you have not done. You can keep to the backlog which you have not done. If you want to go ahead of the schedule, you can keep it as the upcoming schedule, upcoming subject. Okay, right? So that is very, very important. The first and foremost thing is, okay, so the first 2 hours of the day you can keep for a previous backlog or previous schedule or whatever it is, anything, right? The next goes is second reading. You have a lengthy reading I have kept. You can go for the present subject. present subject. You can go for the present subject. The third reading also you can go for the present subject. Fourth reading also you can go for the present subject. Fifth reading again you can go for a backlog. No, the main motto of converting a part-time preparation to full-time preparation is you're reading 2 days content in 1 day. Previously I told you 6 hours. Now I'm telling 12 hours. 6 and 12, what is the difference? It is doubling. So you're having a double time. So you have to cover 2 subjects at a shot. Okay, so that's the magic. And 1 hour before you go to bed, revision of whatever you have done the entire day. Okay, so just close your eyes and revise. Okay, ortho I have done this. These are the main things. These are main tables, main classifications, numbers. Chuck. Then goes I have done the pharmacology. 2 classifications I have done. Just close your eyes. Wherever you are getting stuck, then go back and open. Don't open and revise. Close and revise, or keep a hand and revise. And wherever you're being stuck, then open and clear that block, so that the brain is going to retain wherever you're blocking yourself, wherever you're not retaining yourself. Such blocks has to be underlined. Such blocks has to be marked. This is how you have to do the revision part. Okay, and plan for the next day. This is how you can plan your full day preparation. Okay, so I strongly recommend interns, if possible, sit with your mentor, discuss with your teachers in the college who are comfortable and close to you. If there is any chance, convert your part-time preparation to full-time preparation. If you cannot convert a part-time preparation to full-time preparation, this is a peak time. I want you to extend your preparation times. If you are reading 3 or 4 hours now, please extend to 6 hours. If you are reading 6 hours, please extend to 7 to 8 hours. And for the repeaters who are sitting full-time, okay, I want you to follow this. Physical activity, yes, accepted. 1 hour, only 1 hour a day. Okay, because we are just 100 or 150 days towards the exam. You cannot do 2 or 3 hours physical activity. Yes, it's good for health, but not good for exam as of now. Post exam, you have so much of time to do all these activities and to make your body more flexible, okay, more aesthetic before you enter into the respective colleges, right? Done. If you're done, I'll go to the next part of what I'm thinking to discuss. So I'm done with the tentative dates. I'm done with the number of days left over. I'm done with the scheduling part. I'm done with the suggestions for interns as well as repeaters to convert their part-time preparation or half-away preparation to a full-time preparation. Okay, right? Can I move? I want your quick responses. Yes. Thank you. So hope you can see my screen. Okay, so now I'll be talking about few important things that you have to focus on INI-CET. Okay, the first and foremost important thing is people who are eligible for this exam. It is good if you give this exam. It's good, very good. Don't come and tell me that I'm not done with the syllabus, I'm not up to mark, I'm scared. No, because I see there are so many students in the NEET examination. They are very good students, but they regularly spoil the exam. They spoil the exam because it's a very long gap that they have seen such a particular crowd when they enter the examination hall. I see students getting panic attacks before they enter into the examination hall. They find few difficulties during giving examination. So all these minor issues or problems will be cleared if you give INI-CET, which is almost the same pattern of your upcoming NEET exam. So you're giving this exam 2 months or 3 months ahead. So you have that, you have that time, like when you give INI-CET, okay, and you see the next coming examination is your golden examination. your NEET 2024, you have a lap of minimum 3 months to 4 months of time. Okay, right? So you have a lap of minimum 3 months. Minimum 3 months of time lap is there. So this 3-month time is very beautiful time to rectify your mistakes. Okay, INICET giving a mock examination or a grand examination on the website in your home or in the offline center is different. And giving an examination in an examination center with lots of crowds and following the standardization is going to be different. Okay, so INI-CET, apart from giving a rank, it's going to tell you what modifications you have to do for the upcoming NEET examination. And these modifications will definitely help you a lot in upgrading yourself or giving a best shot in the NEET 2024. If you're eligible, please kindly, I strongly recommend all the MDSCONQUER students to give this exam. Okay, whether you perform good or bad, whether you're up to mark or not, whether you're done with the syllabus or not, I'm not bothered about that. If you give this exam, you will get to know what to be focused, what to be done, what extra precautions that you have to take in this 3 months to perform well for the NEET 2024. Guys, I hope this is very, very clear. So I made it a mandatory rule for all the offline students to give this exam, but online I'm strongly recommending you to attend this INI-CET. Okay, so when coming to the strategy of preparation of INI-CET, okay, it's very simple. Like for example, you consider this as a NEET preparation. INI-CET is a part of NEET preparation. INI-CET is a part of NEET preparation with some extensions. Very simple. With some extensions which are not required for NEET. Okay. I see people coming to a conclusion that INI-CET is totally different. Okay, we need something extra, unnecessary. No. INI-CET is completely a part of NEET preparation. I hope this diagram is very, very clear. INI-CET is completely a part of NEET preparation with some extra things which may not be very important for NEET. Sometimes these extra things can also come in the NEET exam, but in majority of the situations, these extra things were not important for your NEET examination. So it's a part of NEET. So there's nothing wrong. Okay, so your NEET 2024 preparation is huge compared to INI-CET 2023 November. But these extra things we have to do to have that extra edge in INI-CET. Okay, so this is about the simple suggestion for all of you. These are the few extensions I'll be talking what to be done and everything. But the strategy of preparation for both NEET and INI-CET is almost the same with some extra edge. Okay, the focus of INI-CET people will be slightly different from the focus of NEET. NEET is generalized thing. Okay, but INI-CET is something like a localized, but some localized stuff which are not regularly given in the NEET can be asked in INI-CET. Okay, I hope this is very, very clear. In detail, we'll be discussing on the groups, the strategy and the game plan and everything. So coming to the checklist, okay, I have discussed this checklist in the offline like 10 days back with few modifications. I'm here to discuss it again. So the checklist is almost same. I said like the checklist is almost same for INI-CET and the NEET. So as of now, I am giving the checklist of INI-CET. The NEET checklist will be few extra things that we will be discussing once the notification is out and once we are very, very close to the exam. INI-CET, as of now, we have 50 days. NEET, we have 100 to 150 days plus. I'm telling the rough dates because I want you to respond fast. I want you to respond quick. Okay, so I don't want you to be like a type 4 delayed hypersensitivity. I want you to be like a type 1 atopy anaphylaxis. So that is the reason why I'm giving very, very short timings. Okay, right. So first and foremost, the checklist of INI-CET. Most of the checklists will be provided for you on the group and the website. Okay, so no need to buy any extra things, no need to do any extra things. All the sources, all the content will be given to you in the most precise form so that you can cover the syllabus fast, do the revision fast, and react the things fast. Okay, right. The first and foremost important thing in this checklist is your health. Okay, your health. Okay, you see now what is happening. Now it's raining. Okay, you have monsoon, you have followed by winter. So most of your preparation time, okay, you have all these seasons more prone for infections. I think I have seen in the last few days, I have seen so many messages that I'm not feeling good, I'm suffering from typhoid, I'm suffering from dengue. Dengue is endemic in my place. And I see malarias, lots of viral infections are happening in the last couple of days. So I want you to be very, very careful. Your health is very, very important. Okay. Particularly, I don't suggest anyone to drink water outside. Okay. Preferably, please do, like whenever it is raining, whenever it is bad, the weather is bad. Okay. So I want you to kindly have hot water, preferably hot water or water from the same source. Okay. Very, very important. This is very, very important because your health is important. You can prepare. If you're not feeling good, 2 or 3 days or 3 or 4 days break, then that's going to spoil you psychologically. Second, your mental status is important. Your mental status is important. That is how you manage your stress. So whenever you're stressed, talk. You should talk. You should come out. You should talk. You have your good friends, or you have your lovable people. You can talk with them. You can sit with the mentors, talk with them, discuss with them. So these are the two most important things before we enter into the real checklist. The next comes, what I feel is, I want you to increase your time. Already discussed, right? So part-time preparation has to be converted to a full-time preparation. I already told, right? So that is what I'm telling you. I want you to stretch your timings. You need to stretch your time. Preferably, if your daily sleeping hours are above the normal level, I want you to decrease your sleeping hours. Spend some quality of time with books. Spend some quality of time with MCQs. Okay, so these are the three things that you have to do before you start. Keeping health in mind, I can give you a suggestion like at least like once 1 week in a month, because you're overstressed. I strongly recommend you to take B complex. I strongly recommend you to take vitamin C. I strongly recommend you take fresh fruit juices, maybe more inclined to vitamin C, or more inclined to citrus and all these things, because they act as antioxidants. They make you more active, they make you more energetic. Okay, right? So this is a very common recommendation by most of the mentors, so I strongly recommend you to follow the same. I think that people, they read but they have some sleep like dizziness. Okay, so your physical activity, a bit of physical activity every day, a bit of meditation every day, good songs, pleasant nature, okay, plus all this B complex, vitamin C's and good fresh fruit juices, or you have an addiction to coffee or tea, okay, I strongly recommend you to take it frequently, because this phase is very, very important. You should be so energetic. Okay, so that's about my recommendation. Then coming to the strategy of INI-CET, the INI-CET strategy. So if you check the previous question papers, INI-CET question paper is more inclined clinically compared to the basics. It is not a generalized statement. There are few bouncers here and there, but in most of the cases, in more than 90% of the cases, your INI-CET is more inclined clinically. Means more than 60 to 70% of the questions will be coming from the clinical subjects, or will be coming from the clinical content of a basic subject compared to the basic alone. Okay, it's very, very important. So you have your 40 to 30%, 30 to 40% of the basics, but most of your scoring will be in the clinical subject. So this is very, 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 very important. Okay, the first one. The second strategy of INI-CET, okay, before you jump into the proper revision, make sure you are clear with the concepts which are given previously in INI-CET. Okay, there are so many concepts which are very frequently repeated, because preferably the same sort of team, I mean this is the assumption from my side, okay, the same sort of team or the same group of people who are going to prepare the questions, or who may prepare the questions. Okay, so keeping that in mind, okay, the same sort of areas can be focused on as a favorite choice, with few modifications here and there. So it is not only for INIC, for any sort of examination. You say you take your university exams. Okay, so we always try to focus and read the previous questions or the previous areas, so assuming that they are going to get repeated, and this happens in almost all the exams in the entire world. Okay, so no exam is exception for this. So make sure you should be perfect with the previous concepts which are given in INI-CET. For this, I'm focusing on something called as repeats, questions which were repeated, the patterns which were repeated. Okay, right. So for this, in this repeats, I want you to first check out the repeats from 2015 to 2022. The recent one, that is your May 2023 INI-CET. So first of all, I want you to check out this, finish this as fast as possible. Okay, right? Whether you do it subject wise, whether you do year wise, it is completely your wish, and please try to accommodate this in your schedule if you are focusing on INI-CET in the next couple of days. And this is not going to take much of your time, because I can assure you that more than 80% of these contents were already done for you. You're already reading it from the Dental Pulse. You're already reading it, solving it from your pro-live sessions, from your offline sessions. You're giving exams. 80% is done. But now, for your satisfaction, you're doing it year wise, or you're doing it subject wise. You're done with it. More than 80-90% you're already done. You know everything. Okay. Few areas may be tricky, difficult. Such areas you have to finish it and polish it. That is the main motto. So you can ask me, where will I get these papers? Okay. So the first source of this papers will be your website. So most of your papers were already there on the website. Okay, right. So the next source is for the older papers, like you have the latest ones available on the website. Okay, till from 2019 to 2023, the website is the website is having all these things. It is available in your mock Dropbox. Once you go into mock Dropbox, you have INI-CET folder. In this INI-CET folder, you are having this, right? Okay, and few more latest papers will be uploaded up in a couple of days, right? So the website is the first source. The second source is your MCQ books, whatever you're reading, whether you're reading Dental Pulse, whether you're reading Dentist. Okay, so in Dental Pulse and Dentist, they have clearly given which year it was given. In bracket, it will mention as INI-CET 2019, or they can add a tag AIMS 2015, or they can give a PGI 2011. These extra tags are there, right? So I want you to focus on this extra tags. Okay, so preferably if you want to finish them quickly, topic wise or subject wise, so pick up the questions which are having in brackets a tag of AIMS, a tag of PGI, or a tag of INI-CET, or a tag of JIPMER. So please try to finish those things, preferably from 2015 to 2023 is the main checklist that you have to do. The source is going to be the MCQ book, whatever you're reading, one. The second one is the website, and of course we are going to start a new group in couple of days, okay, where we are going to discuss year wise. Every day we are going to discuss, throw the questions, throw the answers repeatedly. I'll make sure that you'll get exposed to these sort of things in the next couple of days, right? So, right, clear, right? So this is very clear. The second important aspect is INI-CET people has a habit of giving Srship papers, right? So Srship papers, I have few collection. Whatever collection is there, I'm going to provide you, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to explain you. But the collection of questions will be different by different institutes. Few institutes, they have more reach in collecting these stuff, okay, because they have XYZ contacts. Okay, the reach, I tried my best to collect as much stuff as possible, and whatever I have collected, I'm going to discuss with you, I'm going to explain you, and I'm going to provide you the provision for those things on the website. Okay, right? So next important aspect is, I told you, right, there's something called as extra things, right? Extra things, these are nothing but called as Srship papers. Srship papers are extra things. What are these Srship papers? Basically, few of my students were asking, like, what are these Srship papers, sir? Srship papers are regularly exams which are conducted to the students after finishing their MDS. Now you're a BDS, right? You're done with MDS. Now you're after MDS, you have an exam to enter into some institutes. So for example, you want to enter into AIMS, or you want to enter into PGI as an SR, or you want to enter into Maulana as an SR. Okay, so few of the institutes, like for example, you want to enter into GDC Hyderabad as an SR, or GDC Mumbai as an SR. Not all the institutes, like for example, GDC Hyderabad, Mumbai, these are not conducting any sort of exams, but there are 2 or 3 institutes in the country who are going to conduct an exam, so that you can spend one more time as an SR in an institute in a particular department. Okay, so these are exams which are given by people who are finished, who are done with MDS. So Srship questions are going to be difficult compared to the normal questions. Okay, Srship questions are going to be difficult compared to the normal questions. Okay, so that is the reason why I feel these are extra things which are not required for your NEET preparation. Maybe some areas are okay. Okay, some areas of Srship are okay that both UG people and PG people can do. But if a question is prepared on an article, is a question is prepared on a publication, if a question is prepared on a high-end standard textbook that only after doing MDS you can understand, such questions are not required for NEET examination. So while you are solving Srships what are available on the website, if you feel a particular question is coming completely out of box, for example, like recently most of you are doing ortho questions, there are something called as growth rotations. They are out of box, they are not to a UG standard. Basically those questions were given for SRs and sometimes by mistake they'll be repeated from Srship paper to a NEET MDS paper. Okay, by mistake, okay, right. But coming to my sense, growth rotations are beyond the concept of a UG student. So such things may not be, you can skip such things. That's the main motto. Like whenever you find an Srship question which is so difficult, so tough, I want you to take a off. I want you to take a break from those Srship papers. Okay, just read the question, remember the answer and move on. If you are within, something which is within your limitations, okay, you can proceed. So that is the main extra thing that you are going to do for INI-CET, which may not be required, not completely. For example, you have 100 Srship questions. Okay, 80 questions may be within our zone, but 20 questions will be coming beyond the strength of a UG student to understand or to repeat. So these 20% are extra things which are not required for your NEET examination. This is very, very important before you start INI-CET preparation, before you start focusing on doing Srship papers from different sources throughout the country. I hope this is very, very clear, very, very important. Okay, because I see students breaking their heads to solve Srship papers, unnecessarily wasting their time. Be smart when you're doing Srships. Okay, within your zone, learn it. Without your zone, remember the answer and move on. Clear. This is very, very important, guys. This is very, very important if you are planning to prepare for your INI-CET November, or if you want to extend your preparation to the next round of INI-CET May 2024 also. Okay, so we are done with the first checklist. First checklist is the MCQs. I'm going to provide you all of this. Second checklist is Srship. I'm going to provide the sources within my premises. The third one I want to focus is something odd, but it happens regularly with most of the examinations. I see they were like the medical questions were given for the NEET, in the NEET also, medical inclined questions. So this is very common, like we need to read both the things, but entirely not possible. So we need to check out few areas of the previous INI-CET medical papers also. Sir, medical, what to be done, how to be done, which to be done, from where to be done? I'll tell you, I'll provide you. Okay, some few medical things what we do regularly, we are doing this year is we are trying to convert into a single liner. Okay, within our zone we'll be teaching, within our zone, like some micro, some pharma, some anatomy, head and neck, lymph nodes, all this stuff we'll teach. Biochemistry within our zone we'll teach. Okay, COVID-19 within our zone we'll teach. So all things, general surgery, general medicine, everything within our zone we'll teach. But something which is coming out of zone, okay, sometimes here and there the questions are coming, so such things will be covered as a single liners. You need to mark those things. Because you cannot escape from this box. If you want to stand best in the list, there are few things which you have to do out of box, which are in fact nonsense. They doesn't have any sense, but why you have to do? Because you have to stand in the list, right? So final goal is whatever you read, wherever you read, whether you read by understanding, whether you read by mugging, the main goal of any aspirant is to stand in the list. So considering that I'm working so hard on this to convert that big things into a single liners so that you can easily pick the answer and move on. Okay, we are planning few exams for INI-CET medical repeats also, which will be available on the website. So let's start work let's start. But give more priority among these three repeats aspects, like what I have listed out. Okay, so I want you to focus more on this is a 5-star. Okay, you cannot skip it. Your rank will be decided by this 5-star, and the next comes definitely these two I'm going to add as a 3-star. Okay, 3-star, right? So this is completely dentistry, your clinical dentistry, but 20% of the questions will be out of box. And whatever I have stressed here, this is 50% out of box. Okay, this is 50% things will be coming out of box. 50% will be in your zone. This 80% is your zone, and 20% will be coming out of box, right? So I hope I'm clear till this point. Okay, I need your quick response on the chat box so that I'll try to move ahead in giving the mandatory things that you have to do from each and every subject. And these are mandatory things for both INICET as well as NEET. NEET requires some modifications, which we'll be discussing after a few days once the dates were completely out and completely announced. I want you to respond fast on the chat box. Okay, so now we'll be going subject wise. Preferably we'll be going with year wise of subject, so that we are not going to miss any subject. The first and foremost important thing is, as I already told you, most of your questions will be coming from the clinical aspect. Even if it's a basic question, they try to link with the clinical scenario, or they try to link with the clinically related basic aspects they are going to give. So your question paper will be like containing 70%, 65 to 70% of the clinical content. And one golden thing that we have seen, I'm not telling it, I'm not generalizing this statement, but questions from general surgery are very, very minimal in INICET. Even if they want to give a general surgery question, they incline it, or they integrate with oral surgery, or they integrate with general medicine or any other sort of medical subject, and they are going to give a general surgery question. Exclusive general surgery questions in your INICET are comparatively less when compared to the NEET examination. NEET examination has a blueprint. Okay, it has a blueprint, and surgery questions will be 15 for sure according to the blueprint, but INICET, the number of questions from the surgery are less. Every clinical, every basic subject, the number of questions are comparatively less, and most of your questions will be from the final year 4 subjects, final year 8 subjects, that is your all the 8 clinicals, plus your questions will be more on your oral pathology. Okay, the questions will be more on oral pathology. So oral pathology plus the 8 subjects, so combined together I'll make it as 9 subjects. So most of your questions will be moving around these 9 subjects compared to the leftover 11 or 12 subjects. Okay, right? So this is one of the most important thing that you have to focus on, and you have to give more importance to the clinical subjects when you're doing or when you're reading. Okay, so you want me to write down, or just, I mean, few things within our zone. These are not generalized for any of the students. Like, these are the checklists which I prepared for you. You're already a part of Conquer. This is going to be more comfortable because there are few areas which I tried my best to make it as simple as possible. So coming to the first subject, the first subject is going to be anatomy, right? So anatomy, I want you to focus on embryology. I want you to focus on, don't miss this, embryology, histology, embryo histo, dental pulse synopsis, particularly the exceptions. I want you to focus on diagrams. Right? These are very, very important. Don't miss brain. Should not miss brain, ear, I see people missing these three, the important things, but they are very, very focused. So this is mandatory thing. Apart from this, repeats, all repeats which were given from 2015 to 2023 in INICET, PG and JIPMER, from your books. Those are common for everything. I don't want you to skip these things, okay, very specifically. So once we are done with, then I want you to jump into biochemistry. Biochemistry, I want you to stick on to PP books. Well made, organized. Most important is vitamins. The next comes is the classifications of bio. Classifications which are given in PP books are very, very important. Okay. These two are enzymes. Cycles and ATPs. Okay, right. So these are important, and all these are covered in PP books. Very safe, condensed zone PP books. I want you to focus on. Next one, then jumping into physiology. I want you to focus on synopsis of dental pulse, because by which you will learn all the basics which are important. Okay. INICET is more inclined to give conceptual questions related to the graphs, both from physio, not only from physio. Graph based questions are very common in pharma, physiology and DM. Okay, graph based questions very frequently they give, very commonly they are going to give such questions. So please try to learn the graphs and the concepts and everything. Then comes I'm going to jump into the next subject, that is dental materials. I want to stick to PP books. Most of the important content was covered in the PP books. More inclined, I want you to be strong with the physical properties, the first chapter. Don't miss it, very important. Impressions, smart materials, impression materials, I mean. So all the things, the dentistry, then dental things which are used in the clinical scenario are very, very important. Most commonly used materials, your titanium you should learn top to bottom, niti you should learn top to bottom. Okay, ceramics, smart ceramics, all these are very, very important. So most of them are well covered in PP books from the Philips. So I want you to stick on to that. That is more than sufficient for you to crack. I mean, you should do everything, but you should not skip these things. That's my main motto. The next comes DADH is a closed subject. So as already discussed so many times, I want you to stick on to dental pulse synopsis with power play book synopsis. Make sure, I want you to check more histological diagrams and more color plates available in Wheeler's textbook. So Wheeler's textbook, you have color plates. So don't miss the color plates and don't miss histological diagrams either from Orbans or 10 kids. You can keep any of them as a target, but make sure you try to finish the PP book synopsis as well as the dental pulse synopsis of this dental anatomy, dental histology. The next comes, we are jumping into the next year, that is pharmacology. The most important questions in pharmacology are drug of choices, classifications. Then comes your exceptions. Then comes your adverse effects of the drugs. Then comes the concepts of general pharmacology, graphs and everything are important. Then I'm jumping into the next subject, that is your microbiology. So microbiology diagrams and the contents and the class notes. So whatever notes you have prepared, microbiology is a vast subject. So I want you to go back reading dental pulse synopsis. I hope you cannot handle the things. Okay, so please go back and check out the class notes and everything. Diagrams particularly. Sterilization has to be done properly. Okay, and your hypersensitivity types with examples has to be done thoroughly. Your immunoglobulins has to be done properly. Your immune system has to be done properly. So this is one of the most important subject They can ask questions from first and second year, okay, where the questions can be easy only if you read the class notes. So I want you to stick on to the class notes. Then comes the general pathology. So in general path, I want you to focus on the first one is the dental pulse synopsis, okay, plus your class notes, your genetics, your apoptosis, your necrosis, okay, particularly the pathological slides. You will have gross specimens of pathology. You will have histological slides of pathology. You have videos on this which are made by Sahiti and Pratyusha. So I want you to check out genetics. Genetics is very important. Your pedigree charts are very important. Your inflammations are important. Your chronic and acute inflammations are important. Your types of necrosis are important. Gangrines are important. Calcification, dystrophic metastatic calcifications are important. Pathology is important, and of course pathology is easy and a closed subject if you just stick onto the schedule, class notes and everything. I hope pathology and micro you can handle it well. The next comes is I want to make a combination of oral path and oral medicine. We deal it as a single subject, okay. Then comes the oral radiology and general medicine, okay. So all together, okay. So the most important thing is I want you to focus on the most important diseases or most important syndromes or most important abnormalities around these things. Particularly syndromes, clinical diagram based, histological diagram based, radiographical finding diagram based are very, very important. Diagram based associated question is very, very important. Particularly oral pathology related slides are important, either for NEET or INI-CET. Clinical diagram based are important. You can check out more clinical based questions. Syndromes is a clinical based question. Radiographical features, appearances will be there, right? So peculiar radiographic features, what is sun-ray radiographical appearance, how it looks like. Okay, so you have different sort of radiological appearances, right? Irregular radiolucent lesions, regular radiolucent lesions, how they look like on a radiograph, how thalassemia skull will look like on a radiograph. So you have different sorts of things, okay? So radiographical appearance, a theoretical based question you can easily answer. I know that most of you are very familiar, but a diagram linked to a theory based question, how many of you can answer? So such things has to be done. So I think like Pratyusha ma'am has taken a wonderful class collecting all the radiographical features, peculiar signs by Sahiti ma'am. So you have lots of content available on the website. Make sure you try to get exposed to the clinical diagram based question, which is more important. But like most of your competitors are going to read books like say Dentist or a Dental Pulse or any other XYZ books, and the main vacuum in these books, void in these books is no proper diagrams, no proper colorful diagrams. So the team MDSCONQUER has taken that extra edge in covering most of the colorful diagrams with a clear-cut explanation. So most of these contents are available on the website. Do spend some quality of time. Just go, keep your headsets on, okay, start the video, so you will learn understanding the things at a depth-oriented level, okay, right? So these are all things that has to be done. Similarly, when you're coming to general medicine part, again, like diabetes has to be done properly. Medical emergencies has more medically inclined dental scenarios has to be done thoroughly, okay. So very important diseases, very important symptoms, and all these has to be done, okay, right? Apart from the previous questions and the previous areas where the paper setters of INI-CET are focused on. The next comes, I'll be jumping. I'm not ignoring general surgery, okay. So some basics of general surgery like burns, please do burns. You do ulcers. You do the tumors of head and neck. What is dermoid cyst? Okay, you do it. What is brachial cyst? You do it. There are so many sternocleidomastoid tumors, thyroglossal duct cysts, thyroid tumors. So these are very, very familiar things that we can include in general medicine part, integrated to general medicine, or some things, some aspects will be integrated to oral path or oral medicine, or some aspects will be integrated to oral surgery. So I don't want you to skip them. Make sure you try to do it at the best, like, right? So don't skip them at any cost. So then jumping into the next subject, I'll be talking about perio. Perio, I want you to give more importance to the implants. Then I want you to focus on finishing the PP book content, because we have provided you lots of notes from Karanza, so I want you to check out. Class notes are important of your perio. Make sure you should be very thorough with the pro-live classes or the sessions that are taken for perio particularly. Okay, make sure pro-live papers are also included in the checklist. It's mandatory because most of the questions, concepts which are repeated in the exams were frequently discussed in the pro-live. So then comes the 12th one is ortho in combination with pedo, which is a very important scoring area. You will have more number of, trust me, you will have more than 30 questions on this particular area out of 200 question paper. Very important combination of subject here. Diagrams of appliances are important. Preferably Gauri Shankar sir is going to have a class exclusively on the diagrams, which are very important for INI-CET. Okay, right? So then I'm talking about the dental material aspect of ortho, all the different sorts of materials that are used in ortho and their numbers, their their sequences, because you have a sequence based question, preferably they're going to ask you. Then the pedo integrated with other subjects. Child psychology, yes, of course, important. I want you to check out child psychology once. But syndromes inclined to oral path and oral medicine, integrated to oral path and oral medicine. So all these things are very important. And I want you to do the DM material part of ortho from Sharan. Okay, Jitendra Sharan book is there, right? Jitendra Sharan sir book is there. Okay, the MCQs of ortho one book is there, right? So everything you cannot do from this particular book. So because as the DM part of ortho is missing in most of the standard books of the preparation, so I want you to do Sharan, the DM part of ortho. Okay, right? That is one important aspect. And there is something called as Karamana, one book. Okay, where the diagram based questions were frequently taken for INI-CET. 2 editions of this book is available in the offline center. Okay, you check out whether the book is available online. Okay, so please try to check out. Most of the questions, most of the diagrams from this textbook will be discussed. Already given to you in different sorts of exam. And running subject is ortho, and definitely it will be covered by Gauri sir. No need to worry. Okay, right? But when you have time, you want to sit extra edge, you want to show that extra interest in the preparation. That is your extra edge. Please do check out these particular books. Okay, where you need to check out some ortho related stuff. Okay, right? So that's very important. So then jumping into my subject, endo. All classification discussed by Srikanth sir and the class notes. More than sufficient to crack 100% of marks in endo. So everything top to bottom I'm going to cover. No need to worry, just follow my classes. Quick revision classes I'm going to take. Just follow them. Finish. We'll wrap it off. Same goes with conservative in combination with DM. Okay, related to operative and endo. Classifications and Srikanth sir's notes and class. You can just follow my class. More than sufficient to answer any sort of question from in the boundaries. Then jumping into 5th one, prosthetics. I want you to be more inclined to implants. Implants questions are coming. I want you to be perfect with dental pulse synopsis. I want you to be perfect with the diagrams of prostho, all the appliances, articulators, whatnot, everything. Particularly you should be perfect with clasps, connectors, major and minor connectors. Phontics you should be perfect with. Finished lines you should be perfect with. The basic anatomical landmarks of your complete denture, the basics you should be perfect with. Classifications, top to bottom classifications you should be perfect with. Okay, right? Most of them covered from the book. So dental pulse synopsis, okay, along with the notes whatever you have prepared from Akshay sir's class. So please do check out those books and try to solve all the questions which are given in the recent examinations. Then I'll be jumping into the next subject, that is your oral surgery. So oral surgery, first of all, I want you to be perfect with local anesthesia, classifications, exceptions, calculations, whatnot, everything. Then I want you to be perfect with GA, not all GAs. We have given a star GAs, right? 8 general anesthesia agents, which are very important. Similarly, with those agents, the star points, each agent will have 10 important star points. I want you to check out them, followed by the stages of general anesthesia are important. Then comes the fractures and the managements. Then comes the incubations. during the emergency incubations. I want you to be perfect with emergency devices or aids or instruments in ICU. Instruments in emergency ward, ICU. I want you to be perfect with golden hour. What are done in the golden hours? Okay. Okay, right? The primary care and everything you should be perfect, because those are the areas very frequently asked in the examinations. Already mentioned, medical emergencies are important. Already stressing again, drug reactions, drug interactions or drug reactions, the most common dental drug reactions. So this is covered in medical emergencies of Malamed, which is already provided to you as a class, which is already provided to you as a notes on the website. So please don't miss this. So these are very, very important aspects. Okay. So make sure prosto don't miss maxillofacial processes. Very important. Then comes the next subject. Okay, community dentistry or forensic. SPM. Okay, very, very important from AIMS point of view. That is INI-CET point of view. First of all, dental related indices are important. Fluorides are important. Caries activity tests are important. Then comes the biostatistics are important. The numbers related to biostatistics. Epidemiology is important. Tests are important. T-test, paid and unpaid, ANOVA, chi-square test. Different types of data are important. Their examples are important. What study is done is important. Your evidence-based triangles are important. Cohort study, case study, observational studies, RCTs are important. Your normal distribution curve is important. Positive prediction, negative prediction formulas, type 1, type 2 errors, purification of water is important. Then comes the COVID-19 related stuff of COVID-19 related stuff from every aspect, from every subject is important. Waste management is important. Okay, and your DCI is important. Your health agencies are important. Your WHO. Okay, so UNICEF. So all these health agencies are very, very important. Okay, right? So graphs, diagrams of community are important. Okay, then comes last but not the least is forensic odontology. Forensic odontology will be done with oral path, and whatever ma'am, Pratisha ma'am and Sahiti ma'am discussed, that is more than sufficient to finish the forensic part. Okay, right? So this is almost the same sort of checklist with here and there modifications for your NEET exam. The checklist is very common for both of this. Okay, so most common areas are very, very common. I'll be giving a precise checklist for the team MDSCONQUER students on your WhatsApp groups. This is generalized checklist. Okay, overall checklist. Okay, right. So yeah, anything more, guys? So this is all from my side related to the dates, things converting your part-time preparation to full-time preparation, stretching your preparation time, and the checklist required for INI-CET and NEET, mandatory things that you do. Few things we'll be discussing on the group, modified schedules and everything. We'll be updating you within 2 to 3 days, preferably in this weekend. Okay. Anything more you want to? Anything more? Okay, so like people who are decided to start working towards INI-CET. Okay, so you check out this video. If you have any doubts, you can just contact me on the WhatsApp, and I'm not very sure that I'm going to respond to the YouTube comments. Okay, right? So you can directly contact me on the WhatsApp. Okay, and I hope you have my number. So I'm giving my number: 9989427971. Okay, so this is my number. You can contact me on the WhatsApp. So I'll try to address your doubts and clear your doubts. Yeah, the checklist is similar for your NEET with some modifications. It's almost the same. The important topics are almost the same. except like focusing on DM part of ortho. Few modifications. I told you, right, there are few extra things that you have to do for INI-CET. Okay, that extra things we have to eliminate for the NEET. That we'll be discussing on the group. That's okay. Right. Okay, anyway, so it's good to see you, meet you all. Okay, so we'll get back to you very, very soon. Study well, take care. For customized schedules and for suggestions regarding the internship call and the suggestions regarding to improve your scores in the examinations, the pattern of reading, or if you're planning to convert your part-time preparation to full-time preparation, the modifications of schedules and everything, the team MDSCONQUER is always open to help you out. Okay, because we have mentors. We have a team of like 6 to 8 mentors who has very good experience, and they're full-time available. Okay, you have your Sahiti ma'am, and you have your Pratisha ma'am available for full-time. Gauri Shankar sir is available online for full-time. Author of Dentist, and who has more than 26 to 27 experience in teaching NEET MDS students, and he's the one who has started the first coaching center in the country, and who has written the first book for NEET MDS preparation. Okay, so we have a proper resource person for this. And coming to INI-CET repeats questions, you'll definitely have 10% of controversial questions in every paper. So as we have a strong reference person, resource person who has a vast knowledge in handling these questions and these areas, so it's good, like we can contact Gauri sir whenever it is possible to have that clarification or a particular controversial question that is going to save the time of an aspirant during the preparation for both INI-CET as well as NEET, because most of these question papers of INI-CET and NEET they're not published out. Okay, so you have to collect these questions from the information or from the memory of the students. Basing upon that, the authors of the book or the mentors are going to prepare questions and they teach you. So this is what regularly going to happen. Right, so a few questions. Telangana students are not eligible for INI-CET. First thing, don't feel bad for that, because you are eligible for May round of INI-CET, which is going to happen in 2024 before you take your counseling. So if you want, you can stretch your preparation till May INI-CET 2024. Okay, right. You are eligible for NEET examination. Yes, 5 to 6 months preparation time is very decent. Like I see, I have prepared for 2 to 3 years, and followed by this the 9th batch, and the 10th batch was announced from September 15th. So I have given training to 9 batches till the date from past 9 years, and more than 15,000 students are part of Conquer till the date. So I strongly feel like, it's not a generalized statement, it's my opinion. Even if it is a topper, most of the people, they read vigorously in the last 4 months or last 2 to 3 months. The reading will be so vigorous. Most of the toppers in my zone, particularly interns or repeaters, most of the people, they read better, they read good in the last 4 to 5 months only. So 4 to 5 months is a good time for preparation. Now, as of now, we don't get any sort of eligibility criteria, but roughly considering the last year dates and everything, I strongly feel like by December last, you have to finish your internship. Your official dates of finishing of internship should be, no, I'm not talking about extensions. Extensions can be here and there modified, not an issue. If you get a seat, extensions can be modified, but December 31st tentatively, once the eligibility criteria is out, I'll tell you exactly, but December 31st is the last date. December 31st 2023 should be the last date finishing the internship for INI-CET, because the counseling at the college is going to start from January. If you're till not finished your internship, how you're eligible, because a rotatory internship of 12 months is mandatory to get your BDS certificates, right? So this exam will be done in November, results will be out in 10 days, in a couple of less than 10 days, and followed by the counseling will be done by January 1st or 2nd week, and immediately the college is going to start. The college is going to start by January. Okay, so if your internship is not done by January, you're not eligible for that. That's a simple thing. Right, done. Okay guys, I'm done for now. Any sort of things you can just drop me on the chat box like you have, right? I'm not very comfortable to talk personal stuff related to each and every student on the social media, particularly in the YouTube comments. Maybe YouTube comments we are not much interested, right? So you can directly ping me. I have given my personal number, available 24/7, and definitely I'll respond you and to your messages in less than 1 day. Less than 1 day for sure. If it's anything required, we'll have a talk. Okay. Bye. Take care. See you. Bye bye.